It is the Degas paintings that people immediately see in their internal vision when they think of a picture of a dancer. So it's really fun to have these things here in town, but also the work of the other artists, Forain and Toulouse-Lautrec. I'm really aware of some things that are similar for ballet from the time of the exhibition, the fin de siècle, the end of the 1800s, and for a ballet company and for ballet dancers now. And for me, the most visible, immediate difference, you will notice that in the paintings from the world of ballet, there is not one single male dancer anywhere. And if you go to see OBT in the theater or any dance company in the theater now, you will see right away that there are fabulous male dancers all over the place. And that is a real difference in the era, the time in history when women were just developing the art of dancing on point shoes. The public was really in love with this ethereal, unattainable, almost supernatural, sylph-like, fairy-like femininity. Those dancers were the stars of their time, and people flocked to the Paris Opera where these paintings were made.
But it's interesting, Linda, that in that 19th century ballet that's being depicted, between the art and the life and the culture, there's a very important role for the man.
The works in which you will see men in the exhibition, the men are, in a couple of cases in the paintings, the dance instructor, but the abonnés were the subscribers who paid really very high sums to be like a top-level season ticket holder and donor, is what it amounts to. And they came to the opera sometimes 3 nights a week on their subscription, every single week. And as part of their subscription, as you can see in the paintings, they got access to backstage. You speak about Paris as a city of light at the time, but also conditions were actually very rough in Paris at this time. We were just coming out of revolution, royalist rule, republic during the Paris Commune in 1870, which is the beginning of the time that these paintings were made. So the dancers, unless you were an étoile, a star, what we would call a principal dancer today, you didn't make much money.
But some things haven't changed in the dance world.
You will see very great similarity to what's happening in rehearsals. You will see a painting of a dancer with her foot up on her dressing table, tying her ribbons on her point shoe. And she looks exactly like a dancer today, doing the same ritual. And I think one thing you can notice in the paintings is that the dancers are perhaps thicker than dancers you will see these days, and their demands of the technique and the choreography in their time were not as great. This was an art form that high society was really enamored with, the art form of ballet at the time that these art objects were created. And the dancers in Paris were stars, major stars at many levels of society, not only the highest levels. And I think dancers today wish that they were still stars at that level, and I think they certainly deserve to be because of their hard work and their artistry. But you could say that the dancers at that time were idolized almost to the extent of sports stars today.
Linda, thanks for a grand tour.
You're welcome.